Okay, so we're ready to demo some snippets. Let's start out here with a little bit more of an in-depth look of the accordion snippet. And I'm going to show you a bit of a difference here on both the standard content and landing pages. The accordion snippet is one of the most used snippets across the website because it's very easy to use, it's very modifiable, and it can pretty much fit in any space you want it to. It sort of auto sizes. And I've set the pages back to what they looked like before. Now, if I were to come over to my standard content page, and I'll start over there first, I want to add, I'm going to leave the sidebar in place, and I want to add an accordion snippet here under this H2 header stuff. So I'll come over there and come underneath, and I go to the snippets button, which is the puzzle piece button. I select it. And I've got a list of all the snippets that are available for this page type. I'm going to select accordion, but you can filter like so if you wanted to. Gives us a sample view. Not all of them do, but a lot of them do. And we've got this. Accordion is a series of drop-down panels. The heading is on the panel itself, and when you click it, it sort of opens a panel underneath. So in this case, I might have panel 1 could be basics 1. And change the content in it to this is Omni basics 1 info. Shock image. The Wushock mascot. And I can add an image if I want to. Let's grab our old friend Woo Through the Ages here. Use a filter. Give it a good alternative description. Save it. Got an image there. And so if I saved and published this, there it is. And so our heading there is versus Omni Basics 1 Wushock image. You can open that. And that's really all there is to them. Sometimes people will, this is used most oftenly for really, really information dense pages to make the page's footprint smaller, so to speak. They want specific information in the pages. They can click the tabs for the drop downs. You can add rows or remove rows. For example, here I might decide I only want those 2 rows and not the other 3. So if I right click, if I select the row and right click, I've got row options. I can insert rows or I can delete rows. I'm just going to delete them. So an accordion can be however long or short as you want it. And there we go. Now, some people would like to have the capability of having more than one of the accordion drop downs open at the same time. That is something you can do, but you can't do it in a single accordion snippet. So if you wanted to say, be able to have multiple accordions open on the page, what we'd actually want to do is apply more than one accordion. So I'm going to come in here and under our accordion, I'm going to place another accordion like so. And I only need the 1 row, so I'm going to delete everything but the first row. And I want this row's information in there. So I'll just copy paste it down there. And you could manually build this too the same way. It doesn't matter. I'm just doing this as a shortcut. Be sure not to Control A to select all when you're working in these, because you may select content that you don't want to. Grab the picture, Control C, drop it below. It'll retain all the information for the alt text and everything. Come up here, delete that row, save. And you know, we got just a very slight amount of added space between the two. That's just because they're two separate snippets. It's not really cause any issues in the system. It's just how it is. It's just how it formats it. And now we can open both if we want to, without having one automatically close. So that's a way to work around that. So accordions are very, very easy to work with. We have seen people use accordions in accordions, as in one accordion section, they might place another accordion, like right here. So let's see, I'm going to copy this, delete it, and I might do that. And we'll delete out the other rows. And you can see now that inside there is a secondary accordion. We'd recommend not going 3 deep on these. Eventually, you're going to run into source code conflicts and things, but you can totally do that. And you'll note here that on our main content, we've got a nice margin here for our accordion. Let's say we wanted to use an accordion on a landing page. We'll open up main content here. And like I said before, you can absolutely copy. Maybe I grab my accordion here and I bring it over into the main content section of the landing page. And I'll save. You'll notice that on the page itself, there are no margins for it. It literally goes across the whole page. If I publish this, that accordion goes all the way across. And that could be actually pretty ugly when you start getting a lot of them in there. This is one of those cases where we would want to use a generic section snippet to add margins and neaten it up in its appearance a little bit. So to do that, what I'm actually going to do is select my main content. And up above the accordion, I'm going to use my snippet button. And I'm going to filter by name, generic. So insert. And what I want to do is I want my accordion to be in the enter content section. So I'm going to select the accordion. I'm going to copy it. I'm going to drop it in there. I'm going to come down to my original accordion down here. And we're going to delete it with this box with an X in it. It's gone. Save. Go ahead and publish it. And we'll see now when the publish takes effect, that it actually has the margins. So that's a general use of the generic section snippet for something like that. Of course, a lot of the snippets are meant for page wide, like this one is. But for something like this, you'd want to drop it in a generic section snippet like that.